Hello people, I'm going to use this monthly chart to show how I understand my candlestick trend reversals. I'm not going to lie, I used this chart first thing this morning because I built up my levels on it, and I happened to notice a few perfect examples of reversals, and then how the price uses the reversal levels, if you like, to retest. So and it describes, sort of explains rather, the almost pip precise precision of these reversals. And really on a high time frame, the point being that when resistance, that's the high of a candle, gets broken and closed through with something like this, a huge great candle, the resistance level gets tested as support again. So that in itself, in my opinion, is an extremely useful trading tool. And I noticed this stuff when I was studying 2B reversals many years ago, probably about 13 years ago. And I could see the precise nature that price reacted to a 2B reversal. This is, well, it was a sort of 2B reversal here, it's not now, but that's the low, high, low, lower high, lower low. Vic Sporandio, who I think was the guy who noticed 2B reversals, would say that you put the low on the low of that candle, then you put the, this is your, I think he called it the poke bar, because it pokes through that level. So the high of that poke bar would then become the new, the level to get broken. You trade that level. It just so happens it coincides with my my method on this one, but I didn't actually realise even that, because this isn't a 2B reversal, because Vic would have said your profit target would be up here. I like to, when I was trading 2B reversals, I liked to take first profit at some sort of congestion point in swing, the start of swing 3, which would have been hit incidentally with this monthly candle here. But I digress. So my candlestick reversal is quite simple. It's 3 candles, but it's not 3 of number, it's just 3 candles in the reversal. You've got the high, the lower high, the lower low, and you keep singing this as you get a lower low. This, in my opinion, is a valid resistance level, the top of that candle. So you would, in a monthly trade, if you were going long, you would experience problems there. But, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to stick strictly to the song, high, low, lower low. Just continue the lower lows. This is the important point here, because the high of that needs to be broken and closed above. You could have used this candle, high, low, lower high, lower low, and that would have been valid, the high of that candle broken through, but obviously it's gone through 2 monthly candles at once. There are ways to trade this, obviously, on the lower time frames, because this level here is massively important. And if we bothered, or if I will show you what, and I haven't done this, it's totally off the cuff, but that is the monthly downtrend, high, low, lower high, lower low. When that gets closed above, the price is highly likely to explode. Oh, get rid of this again. Sorry, that's just the price crossing over the hourly 8 EMA. So we're here. Now the same thing matters on the weekly, high, low, lower high, lower low. Once we've closed above there, we are good to go long. And in fact, what happened was it didn't close above there. All this lot becomes inconsequential. That's what I mean about 3 candles, because we've broken through the low here. So we couldn't consider going long until that was broken and closed above, and it never did that, or it didn't do that, until this candle here. So when it gets to this low being broken here, the last low, then all we do is disregard these: high, low, lower, high, lower, low. We haven't broken that, so you just keep cruising along. And when I mean broken and closed. Then it made a new low, so we still have to break above this low, high here, or we could in fact use that one there, high, low, lower, high, lower, low. So if we closed above that level there, doesn't matter whether it's a pip, then your next target would be that level there. This does complicate things a little bit, which I didn't want to do, but I just want to, you know, if you watch and rewatch this video and all the other ones, there's hundreds by now, I think, 2 or 3 a day for months and months and months. In fact, the channel's been going 6 months, 3 or 4 years, I think. Anyway, the other phenomena I talk about, and I mentioned just now, is how price, when it breaks a level, so it's broken and closed above that level, how it will come and test that level as support. And on a monthly chart, you can clearly see that came and tested it there. It broke through it, but it didn't reverse to the downside. Low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low. It didn't close below there, so we don't consider that to be a reversal. And you can use the lower time frames once again to enter this trade. And what have we got here? We've got a high, low, lower, high, lower, low. This is in fact a lower low here by the looks of it. 12195, low 12204. Yeah, it's lower. So this was a new low. This was the breakout. Well, this is a bonus. It's broken out of here, and what happens? Broken out and closed. I mean, what happens? The price goes up. This is enormously powerful because it keeps you from getting into, in my opinion that is, it keeps you from getting into trades, bad trades, by using this simple reversal method up and down. And then you use the higher time frame, like the monthly, to give you the targets for the weekly, and so on and so forth. So, and it goes right through the time frames, and I could enter this trade using the monthly reversal to identify the reversal, and then the 1 minute chart to enter with little or no drawdown. This thing here is an absolute bonus. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. I've only had it on my charts 3 or 4 months. Maybe less, maybe more, I can't remember. I need to look that up really. But it is so powerful. RSI Histo Alert is freely available. Just Google it and download it. You need to change the colours and get rid of the squiggly lines and things. All we're looking for really is a momentum move. Look, we've got no momentum here whatsoever. The minute momentum comes in, breaks that 20 level, price absolutely takes off. I just prefer histograms than squiggly lines because it's like a traffic light system. Categorically, I can't go short while that's green. Categorically, I can look for longs, shorts when that is red. And below the 20, that's a bonus, and as you can see, this just crashed. This is a 15-year-old die-hard indie I've had on my charts. I paid a lot of money for it. Well, I paid for a course that I had to do an NDA for, and that was a lot of money 15 years ago. So I can't share it, and that's that, unfortunately. But this surpasses it, and I found this so that I can give this away, of course, freely, to help anyone that wants to potentially learn my method or add this into your method. I haven't tested it on shares, stocks and shares. Can't see why it wouldn't work. Obviously, there's more fundamental stuff goes into share trading. I don't do it. I just prefer to price action trade forex pairs, currencies and metals and anything like that do work just as well with it, and it works just as well on the 1 minute chart as it does on the monthly chart. So back to the well, no, just while we're here, look at this broke a level of resistance with this break here, and what did it do? Came back and tested it as support there and there. In fact, it came all the way back to there, within a few pips, of course, or maybe even 50 pips on a monthly chart. But that's what I do, guys, and it works down as well. You know, low, high, high, low, high, high. We could put the low on there. Once this is broken through, then we expect a pullback, and then we expect it to continue. How do we know this is ready to continue? Well, we just watch it doesn't reverse on itself. So this currently is the lowest low, high, low, lower, high, lower, low. So that would be the level to break if it was going to reverse on us and cancel out the short trigger. It doesn't, of course, and it continues on this monthly chart to make lower highs, and here is a confirmed lower high again. Low, high, high, low, high, high. It's a trend within a trend, within this whole swing trend thing going on here. I haven't looked at the monthly on this, so I don't know what that's telling me. Well, I have, but I can't remember what I saw. So you'd keep doing, notice how it's popped back again to test. So a whole month, break and confirm, and then it pops back, does a load of accumulation, or no, it's distribution at this side, isn't it? And you know, so you'd be in a month of pain if you'd entered that. Maybe we can avoid that by looking at the monthly chart. I can't remember. So let's have a look. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. We don't count this one because it hasn't broken the high of that. So we just slide along, singing the song, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. And this, in fact, is a massive reversal to the long side here. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong bit for the start of this sort of presentation on the monthly, as it were. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. Break and close above the high of that monthly candle there. That's that. Comes back and tests a resistance level. That is a resistance level above the high of that the price broke with this. And you would not have wanted to enter long until that was broken, in my opinion. Or you trade the gap between that and that. That's why I draw all my levels on the charts and get my gaps, because that would cause you a major problem. If you've got any experience of trading, you will understand why. And then it's closed, finally closed above it. Come back to test it to the pip by the looks of it. Gone up. So that was our reversal to the long side. So that was a perfectly valid trade to the long side, targeting all these highs here, trading the gaps, as I say. And then we've got the reversal to the short side. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and close. In fact, it's not closed against this yet. Sorry, I do apologise. And it's not even ever closed against this. So really there was no way you would want to trade long term, and I'm talking monthlies or whatever, short until this closes here. There. This is obviously some sort of support here, so you could, if this had closed below here, you could target that low there after the retracement, and after using your lower time frame reversals, which is what I do, you could have targeted that. So monster move from that low there to that low there, only 500 odd pips, 600 pips, something like that. Just short 600. But I don't trade like that. Obviously I trade 5 or 6 pips a time, but this is how it works, guys. So you've got a valid reversal point, you go up to the next level. We haven't had a valid reversal point on this, which tells me a lot. They've resisted it, the support has held, massive breakthrough, and there is no reason why you can't trade the weekly break and close through that, if that's what it did. You just got to be aware of what goes on. So once again, on the lower time frames, I mean, let's just highlight that and de-highlight that one. Once again, this offers massive potential, and this indicator is fantastic, and I absolutely love this method of trading. I've done it for so long now. I've learned to trust it, and if you trust and believe in your method, obviously you will do well. Hasn't closed below that highlighted level at that stage, but when it does on the daily, here you can see the price absolutely crashed. Is that a coincidence, or would I have traded that short because I understand price as I do? Also, notice this pull back to something. Now, the left-hand chart, as we all know as support and resistance traders, is where the action goes back to. So that's why I draw my levels like I do. They give me, and the charts look a mess, I know, but they give me massive information about what's going on with the price. So that's a massive level there, that daily level, and so's the lower one. Might as well put one on there while we're here. And you just build up your trading plan using that. So when that pulled through that level over here, sorry, where am I now? Broke that level there. Where would I expect it to pull back to, or where would I expect some sort of problem? Look at that daily low. It was used as the flip zone, as it were. Price pivot zone, call it what you like. So I've got my information as a potential where that's going to go, and I keep going down the H4 and so on and so forth, and looking for areas of problem. Sorry, that was a mistake. So hopefully this has given you some insight into how my mind works regarding this method and the reversals. And one thing to note, these reversals happen fairly infrequently. That's why I deem them as so powerful. You know, this thing down the bottom here, I don't think there's many reversals here, and this would have reversed on itself and kept you from going long. And then once again you've got no valid reversal here, and finally when you do get one, high, low, lower high, lower low, stick a level on the top of that, what I call the penultimate candle. There. And what does price do? It closes above it. Finally, you've got reversals valid here, in here, to consider attacking that level using the lower time frames to keep doing the 1, 2, 3s, as it were, and then finally comes back and tests it a couple of times almost, and then takes off. So that's it, guys. A quick idea of how I view the charts with my horizontal lines of support and resistance. This indicator, as I said, is fantastic, and that's all you need, really. And the hourly 8 MA. Thanks to Digger One on Forex Factory, who I thoroughly recommend you go and look at what he does. He's a brilliant trader, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, and very helpful as well. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.